Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. Let's go to Yahoo News, who is mirroring a Business Insider article that says this robot-powered restaurant is one step closer to putting fast food workers out of a job. See, folks, this is the way it starts. It starts with the low-income people. Now, let's not forget, there is a vast majority of the population that falls within the low-income category. And you're talking a lot of people in the services industry, like fast food, like secretaries, things like that, where you're going to start to see them phased out because AI and automation is going to start to take the place of these people, especially as technology advances, and it's advancing faster and faster as time goes on. It says a secretive robot startup has raised a new round of venture funding as part of its quest to replace humans with robots in the kitchens of fast food restaurants. That's right, Momentum Machines secured over $18 million in financing, according to the SEC in May. The startup has generated investments from top venture capitalist firms Google Ventures and Khosla Ventures in the past. In 2012, Momentum Machines debuted a robot that could crank out 400 made-to-order burgers in an hour. And by the way, it's fully autonomous, meaning the machines can slice toppings, grill patties, and assemble and bag a burger without any help from humans. The company's been working on its first retail location since at least June of last year. And to date, there's no opening date for their flagship, though it's expected to be located in the South of Market neighborhood of San Francisco. Now, San Franciscans have been warming up to the idea of a restaurant experience with minimum human interaction for years. I mean, think about that, folks. At one point in time, we used to be friendly to one another. Think about this. As all of this divide and conquer has really been fomented through a myriad of ways, but primarily the mainstream media and, your propaganda outlets like your Facebooks, your YouTubes, where they limit content of people with reason, and they just slam you full of propaganda. The real fake news, if you will. And San Francisco is kind of a hotbed for, let's just say, new ways to live. And people over time have become standoffish, where we used to be friendly. Now we're very standoffish, Used to be the welcoming committee would come over and welcome you to the neighborhood if you moved into the neighborhood. And now people peer through the blinds. Oh, who's that moving in next door? Because that's what we've become. Because it's always rich versus poor, or black versus white, or, any myriad of ways that we divide each other. Hell, we divide each other over sports teams. It's idiocy, absolute idiocracy that goes on. And really, it's just a product of the system that we were brought up in and that we live in. Critical thinking has gone out. It's going the way of the dodo. It's becoming extinct. And it's a shame. We're fast approaching a time where human labor is going to be obsolete. Now, of course, there's going to be labor categories that will take some time to phase out. Specifically, the people that fix the machines are probably going to be the last ones to go. But until then, you're going to start seeing it phased out. You're going to see it phased out at the low end, and you're also starting to see it phased out in the extreme high end and on Wall Street, because AI and robots can react and make faster decisions than human beings and make analytic decisions. So, same with a CEO. There's a CEO on Wall Street that's making an AI version of himself so that when he retires, his company can continue to be led by him, only his AI self. And then there won't be another human CEO for that company because the AI is going to take over. And the AI is just going to use logic. There's not going to be any emotions. There's not going to be any feelings. There's not going to be any friendships or relationships cultivated. It's going to make strict business decisions. And the same thing goes for flipping burgers. You have a robot, it's a business decision. Now all of a sudden I don't have to pay benefits. I'm not paying taxes on the stupid thing. Well, although they have floated the idea that robots are going to have to pay taxes, which is asinine. But it's going to save franchise owners a ton of money in the fast food industry. Think about it. Up in Seattle, they just had protests last year, I think, of McDonald's workers who wanted to get paid $15 an hour. Well, that's great. But when there's a robot ready to take your place, they're going to hold that over your heads, even if you're deserving of $15 an hour. Why? Because they can easily get their money back by investing in a robot. And within a year, that thing will be paid for itself tenfold. And people don't like to deal with people anymore. So dealing with a robot is probably a little more appetizing to them because now I'm not dealing with a person. I don't have to deal with an attitude. Or this person woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You know, so this is where it's going. And although Momentum Machines, it says, eliminates the need for line cooks, front of house and custodial staff will still likely be required, well, at least for now. The company also told Business Insider in 2012 that letting robots fill in for humans in the kitchen may actually promote job growth because the automation would allow the company to hire new employees to continue developing their technology and to staff additional restaurant locations. The full impact of a robot-powered kitchen remains to be seen, however. So, very interesting. You're going to start to see this happen, not just in fast food, but across the services industry as this technology matures and more people take the plunge to get that quick payoff. And it will be quick because human labor, my friends, is very expensive. And people will stop at nothing to increase their bottom line. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day, everybody.